Morning, student. Myself Suraj Kumar Soni, and we are going to start a new chapter, chapter number 12, Natural Resources. This chapter for the RBSc and CBC board uh, contain, and this is the based on the NCERT pattern for the class 10 science. Okay, in the last video, I explained the chapter number 5, chemistry in everyday life. Read this chapter carefully and make your notes. In this chapter, we will study some points. The points are introductions, renewables and non-renewable source of energy, conventional source of energy, fossil fuels, coal, petroleum, natural gases, hydropower plant, thermal power plant, biomass and biogas plant. These points we will study in this chapter. Okay. Now, start. The first slide is we use the energy of various activities. First, introduction. What is the meaning of energy? What is the source of energy? What are the source of energy, and what is the energy and how energy is used in our daily life? Okay, first see what is the energy. We use the energy for the various activities. Our vehicles run using petrol, diesels, because petrol and diesel provide the energy to our vehicles. When we cycle, we use our muscular energy. We use the electric energy for all our lighting in our houses and road. Okay, we use the electricity for our bulb, our lights in our houses. That is a source of energy. In this chapter, we will study about the source of energy. What are the source of energy and how we obtain the energy from the sources. If, for example, this is a petrol pump symbol, and petrol pump it contains the petrol, and petrol provide the energy to the vehicles. This is the electricity. uh, Electricity produce the energy to the bulb. That's why the bulb like to glow. Okay, now move to the next slide. First, you have to study about the renewables and non-renewable source of energy. What is the meaning of renewables and what are the meaning of non-renewable source of energy? Read first. Renewable source of energy that will be get depleted someday are called non-renewable source of energy. What is the meaning of non-renewable? That means it goes to depleted time to time. Mean after some time, after so many years, you will not get this type of energy sources. For example, petrol, diesel, coal, fossil fuels. These are the fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are the non-renewable source of energy. You can say non-renewable means not able to renew. Non-renewable means not able to renew. These are the non-renewable source. Examples are fossil fuels. What are the fossil fuels? That are obtained from the earth crust is petrol, diesel, coals are the fossil fuels. Okay, these are the non-renewable source of energy. Now, source of energy which will never exhaust or can be regenerated, reused again and again are called renewable sources. The source of energy that can be used again and again, time to time we can use it and we can generate it by again and again. That is called renewable source of energy. For example, wind energy, sun energy, solar energy, light energy, geothermal energy, and so many type of energy sources that we can use again and again, and we can generate it again and again. Okay, these are the basic difference between the renewable source of energy and non-renewable source of energy. Look at the picture. This is the petrol. Petrol is a petrol, diesel, coals are the non-renewable source of energy. And this is the sun, and sun is the renewable source of energy. Sun provide the solar energy to our plant and to our ecosystems, plant and the human beings. Okay, these are the renewable source and non-renewable source of energy. Now move to the next slide. Conventional source of energy. What is the meaning of conventional source? Conventional source of energy are those which are being used for a long time now. Conventional source means the energy source, those which are being used for a long time now. They are generally non-renewable sources. Let now study the following source of energy: conventional and non-conventional. You can say there are two type of energy source: renewables and non-renewable source of energy, just like the conventional and non-conventional source of energy. What is a conventional source of energy? Conventional means that cannot be that cannot be regenerate. That is called conventional source of energy. That is non-renewable source of energy. Example: fossil fuels, coal, petroleum, natural gases are the conventional source of energy. that are using from the long times. Hydro energy, thermal energy, wind energy. Hydro energy, thermal energy, wind energy are those energy source which are using from the long times. Okay, now move to the next slide. Okay, what is a fossil fuels? First of all, you have to understand what is the fossil fuels. Look at the diagram. This is the dead human and animals particles. Okay, this is the body part of the dead animals and humans. This is the dead plants. After the decomposition, at high pressure, at high temperature, it convert into the fossil fuels. Then fossil fuels are obtained by the construction of minings. Okay, by the construction. Okay, then fossil fuels are obtained by the construction. Okay, fossil fuels are formed by the natural process. It is a formation of fossil fuel is a natural phenomena. A long time ago, plants and other animals are and debris under the earth that are due to the high pressure and temperature, it converted into the fossil fuels that we are obtaining now in the form of petrol, diesel, and coal tar. Okay, fossil fuels are formed by the natural process of decomposition of dead animals and buried plants, animals, and other organisms. Okay, basic definition of fossil fuels are formed by the decomposition of dead and buried plants, animals, and other organisms. Okay, they got buried under the ocean and layer of earth many millions of years ago, and with time and high pressure and high temperature they formed fossil fuels. Okay, it buried into the earth layer and formed layer by layer. Due to the temperature, due to the pressure, it convert into the fossil fuels. The fossil fuels are found in mines. The fossil fuels are found in mines. We can found the fossil fuels by the mines. Okay, fossil fuels are considered as a non-renewable source of energy. What are the example of fossil fuels? Petrol, diesel, coal tar. These are the example of fossil fuels. This is a non-renewable source of energy, although they are naturally formed by the decomposition organisms, and this process is always continuous. They are used at much faster rate than the get formed. If they are used at such alarming rate, they would get depleted very soon. Okay, so it would be wise to use it. Okay, that is a fossil fuels. Fossil fuels contain the high percentage of carbon and mainly include the coal, petroleum, and natural gas. So coal, petroleum, and natural gas are the example of fossil fuels. Okay, and what are the examples? What are the coal? What are the petroleum? What are the natural gas? Let's see it. Look at the diagram. This is the coal, this is petroleum, and this is natural gas which are used in our home cylinder. Okay, now coal. What is the coal? Coal is the example of fossil fuels. In the earlier times, coal was used to heat the homes, industrial applications, is industries and factories, power locomotives. Coals are used as a source of energy and it provides the energy, but and it is used in the earlier times in the industries and factories. Okay, coal is a very commonly main industrial application is produce heat energy and locomotion. Okay, coal provide the heat. The main function of the coal is it provides the heat energy. Coal is used to operate the furnace for the melting metals ore. Coal is also used in the furnace. Okay, coal is also used in the furnace for the melting of the metals ores. Okay, they are used to run the internal combustion engine. Okay, uh, in the early times we also use in the engines for the source of energy. Now second example is petroleum. Petroleum is again a carbon rich compound formed by the decomposition of the diatoms. What are diatoms? Plants, animals, and other organisms are called diatoms. Petroleum is also formed by the decomposition of these organisms. Petroleum products are predominantly used to run the automobiles. Now at this time we use the petrol to run the automobiles. Okay, now natural gas, it is made of methane. That methane, the formula of methane is CH4. What is the formula? CH4. This is the formula of methane. Okay, methane contain carbon. This is the carbon, so we can say methane contain the carbon and it is lighter than air. Okay, it is highly inflammable. You should know it is highly inflammable. It is lighter than air. It is used extensively as cooking gas. You can see that our home cylinders contain the natural gas like butane, and this is a mixture of the propane and butane. Okay, this is our cylinder. Okay, this is contain the natural gas, and natural gas is very lighter than the petrol and diesel. Okay, and air. Disadvantage of the fossil fuels. What are the disadvantages of fossil fuels? You can see the fossil fuels we use in the factories, and it pollute the air pollution. Okay, it pollute the air pollution. And what are the disadvantages of the fossil fuels? The first one is air pollution. Burning of the fossil fuels generate a lot of chemicals like oxide of sulfur, means SO2, carbon, oxide of carbon, oxide of nitrogen, and release it into the atmosphere. What is the oxide of carbon? Oxide of carbon is carbon monoxide. Oxide of oxide of sulfur is SO2, and oxide of nitrogen is NO2. These harmful gases are produced by the burning of fossil fuels, burning of petrol, diesel, and coal. Okay, that's why the vehicles produce the SO2 and NO2 gas. This is harmful for our human body and for the environment. Okay, the second is acid rain, because fossil fuels, after the burning of the fossil fuels, produce the SO2 gas and NO2 gas. This SO2 NO2 gas goes to the atmosphere, combine with the water, and convert into the SO2 gas, convert into the H2SO4, and NO2 gas convert into the HNO3, and come out in the form of the acid rain in our earth. These chemicals fall back on the earth as acid rain. They are very detrimental to natural and built environmental, and this acid rain is produced a harmful effect on the historical place, historical places, just like uh, Taj Mahal. Greenhouse effect and global warming. By the burning of the fossil fuels is produced the SO2, NO2 gases. These gases absorb the sunlight, absorb the rays coming from the sun, and do not passes away. That's why the temperature of the earth increases. That's temperature that is called global warming. So global warming is the another phenomena, and global warming is the another disadvantage of the burning of the fossil fuels. Burning of the fossil fuels release the gases like the carbon dioxide, which trap the heat in the atmosphere without releasing it, causing the temperature. Okay, causing the temperature or increasing steadily. Now we have finished the fossil fuels. Now hydropower plants. What is the meaning of hydropower plants? Just see, this is the hydropower plants. By the hydropower plant, we obtain the energy from the hydro, means water. We obtain the energy from the water. And how we obtain the energy from the water? We made a dam, and we after building the dam, by the dam we can decrease the velocity speed of the water. The water are fall on the generator, fall on the turbine, and it produces the electricity which is stored in the battery. Dams are constructed at the height to obstruct the flow of the water. I told you dams are formed due to that obstruct, that prevent the flow of the water and store it. The stored water has potential energy, and the stored water has the potential energy. There are two types of energy: potential energy and the kinetic energy. Any moving object has the kinetic energy, and any stationary object has the potential energy. So we store the water for the potential energy. Okay, okay. Now, water stored in the height now is allowed to flow in the low levels. The potential energy is converted into the kinetic energy and moves the turbines. Okay, when we fall down the water into the turbines, it convert into the kinetic energy and it run the turbines. Electricity is generated, electricity is produced. This is called the hydroelectricity, because electricity is produced by the water. That is called hydroelectricity, because the potential energy of the water, which is stored at elevated height, is converted into the kinetic energy of the flowing water, which is turned is converted electricity. Okay, it is a renewable source of energy. Very good, this is a very most important source of energy, because we have a lot of water in our ocean. It is the renewable source of energy. Wind energy, hydro energy, geothermal energy, nuclear energy are the renewable source of energy. So it is renewable source of energy since rainfalls comes over and over again. Most of the electricity in India is generated in this method, since there are not many natural waterfalls. Dams are constructed to store water at height. The and dam allowed to fall, and this energy is used to move the turbines and thereby generate the electricity. Okay, this is the hydro energy. You can say hydropower plants. Now the second another renewable source of energy is thermal power plant. What is thermal? Thermal means heat. Okay, thermal means heat. That is a coal. This is non-renewable source of energy. It produces heat. It produces heat. By the heat, we run the we turn the fan turbine that generate the electricity, and we can use it in any uses. Okay, how the thermal energy is produced? Look at thermal power plant. How thermal energy is produced? Fossil fuels are such as the coal and burnt. Okay, okay, fossil fuels are burned. They are used to heat water to produce the steam, and this energy is used to heat the water to produce the steam, and this steam from those moved turbine from turbine. Okay, and they used to heat the water to produce the steam from these moves turbines. Okay, when we pass this steam on a turbine start to move. The movement of this turbine generate the electricity. This is called the thermal power plant. Because of the heat energy obtained from the burning fossil fuels, it is used to generate the electricity. Thermal power plants are generally found near the coal and the oil fields. Okay, the coal field and the oil fields can produce the thermal energy. By thermal energy, we heat the waters, and water convert into the steam. We can say vapor, and these steams pass on the turbine. Turbine start to move. Okay, and it produces the electricity. This electricity is stored in the battery, and we can use anytime, anywhere. Okay, thermal power plants, we it in this method we produce the electricity by the heat. That is, we can say that is a thermal power plant. Okay, improvement to conventional source of energy. What is conventional source of energy that we are using at a long times? Biomass and wind energy are the conventional source of energy, but a lot of technology has been deployed using the energies such that they are economical, environmental friendly, and the more usable. Okay, look at this. This is the source. We use the biomass, and this is the fan by which we generate the electricity. That is a source of wind energy. Okay, now what is a biomass, and how it produces the biogases? This is the total process by which we can produce the biogases. First, read the what is biomass. Plant and the animal wastage means cow dung. We can say dung. Vegetable wastage. Okay, and sewage are the decomposed in the absence of the oxygen to produce the biogas. Since the process source of these fuels is animal dung, and the source of these fuels is called the biomass, it's commonly called the gobar gas. Okay, we can say in Hindi we can say gobar gas, and in English we can say biogas. Okay, plant and animal wastage, vegetable wastage, sewage are decomposed in the absence of air, absence of oxygen to produce the biogas. Since the source of these gases, and the source of these gases fuels is animal dung, the source of this fuel is called biomass, because it is produced by the bio component. What is bio component? Plants wastage, animal wastage, vegetable wastage, plant dung, cow dung, these are the bio product. That's why you can say it is a biogas. Okay, what this is the biogas plant. Read it carefully. First one is mixing tank. What is mixing tank? Cow dung and water is mixed together to form slurry, which is feed into the mixing tank. Okay, this is the mixing tank. Mixing tank, in the mixing tank we put the plant, cow dungs, animal dungs, and plant wastage, sewage wastage, all the wastage compounds we put into the mixing tank, it convert into the form the slurry. Okay, and the next one is disaster. The next part of the biogas plant is disaster. The slurry is passed on the digester, which is a completely sealed chamber with no oxygen. Here, anaerobic decomposition of slurry take place. Okay, this is a disaster. You can say this is disaster. This is the disaster. After making a slurry, it is goes into the disaster tank, and disaster contain the in this process it decompose time to time without without presence of the oxygen. Okay, in the absence of the oxygen, that is called where respiration is take place, that is called anaerobic respiration, not aerobic, that is called anaerobic respiration. That's produce the methane gas. Okay, gas tank. The anaerobic decomposition releases gases such as methane, carbon dioxide, hydrogen gas, hydrogen sulfide, which are collected in the gas tank and drawn out through the gas outlet. Okay, this is the gas tank. This is the gas tank. After the decomposition of the slurry, it produces so many different type of gases, such like methane, carbon dioxide gases, carbon disulfide gases. These gases are stored in the gas tank, and from the gas tank it is stored in the tank gas outlet, and it's stored in the tank. Then we can use as a source of energy. Okay. Advantage of the biogases. What are the advantage of biogases? I know you understand very well what is the biogases. Okay, what is the advantage of biogases? Biogas is most important. That why now at this time we are using the biogas. For example, you can say CNG, compressed natural gas. It is the type of biogas, and it has a low pollution. It contains a low carbon, and generate the low pollution. Okay. First advantage of biogas is, since India has a large rural population and large livestock population, this fuel is easily available. First of all, I told you biogas is formed by the biocomponent, cow dung, plant wastage, vegetable wastage, and India is the large rural area population. That's why we can form the biogas easily. Second is the excellent fuel with the renewables heating efficiency. It provides a high amount of the heat, high amount of the energy, and low amount of the smoke. That's why you use it. Burned without smoke, it does not produce any kind of smoke. The most important benefit is does not produce any kind of smoke. That's why you use it, because smoke produces the air pollution, does not leave any residue after burning the biogas, does not produce any residue. Okay, for example, you take the coal leaves some residue after burning it, but the biogas does not produce any residue. Slurry residue can be used as a manure, and the slurry residues, we mix the cow wastage, cow dungs, animal dungs, and all the vegetable wastage, that is called slurry, and the slurry wastage are used as a manure. It is used as a manure. Okay. First and last one is environmental friendly. The most important thing, it is environmental friendly. It does not produce any kind of pollution, no soil pollution, air pollution, water pollution. Okay. Now shift to next slide. What are the disadvantages of the biogas? Disadvantage of the biogas: this less heating efficiency compared to the other sources. If you take the coal, petrol, diesel, it produces a high heating effect, high energy, high amount of the heat, but biogas produces a low heat. Okay. Second one is release the gases carbon dioxide, carbon, hydrogen sulfide, methane, which can corrode the metal parts of the biogas plant itself. Okay, this is the produce the hydrogen sulfide, carbon, and the hydrogen gas. These gases harmful for the tank. This is the harmful for the tank because it corrode the parts of the tank. Okay. Third one is it is a minor disadvantage. Okay, it is not a too much disadvantage. Point number third, it cannot be constructed easily because of the input are cow dung and other wastage which are available mostly in the rural parts only. Okay, this is the another disadvantage of the biogas. I want to say you this is not a disadvantage, but yes, your government is noted it is disadvantage of the biogas. So we have to use the biogas. It is very more efficient, more important for us, eco-friendly, and so we have to use it. Now shift to the homework. Okay, and it is your homework. You have to do at your notebook. The question number first one is write any two difference between the renewables and non-renewable source of energy. And the question number second, what are the fossil fuels? Explain with the examples. Question number third, explain the disadvantage of the fossil fuels. Question number four, explain the biogas plant and how it is different from the fossil fuels. Question number five, what is the natural gas? Okay, this is the first part of the video. This is the first part of the natural resources. Another part of natural resources we will take it from tomorrow, and see the video carefully and make the notes and learn the video and learn the topics with the easiest way, and see this video again to again to improve your knowledge, and do this homework at your notebook. Okay, and thank you so much for watching this video. Bye bye.